Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. On first down, they'll start out with Akers. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now they'll send Kupp in motion right. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. Well, the Rams sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. Charles, they were losers last time. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. You talk about this Falcon defense. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
They may be ranked 3rd against the pass in the league, but they're the best that I've seen so far. Sometimes the numbers don't tell the full story.
From the 43, here's a 2nd and 9. Now Rodgers. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. That's Zach Harrison who forced his way in to drop him.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Here now a 3rd and 20. Throwing is Rodgers. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Here comes the Rams punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7. Off play action at Stanley. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Jabril Peppers deep to receive. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now it's Rodgers. Looking for Wright, and he finds him. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, LA! A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Rams will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
All you hear from coaches and personnel directors in the NFL, how difficult it is for a rookie receiver to have an impact on the game. So much to learn, so much offense to absorb. Looks like he's picking it up pretty well.
I would say so. And how about that for your first career NFL touchdown?
I don't know that he envisioned it quite that way, but if he was smart, he probably dreamed about it a little bit.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Stanley looking to pass. His throw incomplete. Kyle Pitts, the intended receiver. But now it's third down. You talk about this Rams defense.
Now, they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Here's Stanley to throw. He's got him in, complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. One heck of a third down conversion, 33 yards.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. Stanley's throw into the hands of Pitts here. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 1. Now Stanley. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football. As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready, break.
And they'll try to run the option here. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Here we go, Benson.
Robinson on a give right side. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. A play fake. Now Stanley. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Dante Jackson picks it. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first. From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
From the 21, here's a 2nd and 4.
Shot 17. Hut.
Again, it's Robinson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
On the double.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Fight, Nixon. Hurry, hurry. Stand.
Robinson up the middle. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Set, hut.
Now 2nd and 3.
Hey, pull through.
They'll run this one right with Robinson.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
They go play action to Stanley.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Throwing is Stanley.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
They'll run on first down with Akers.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Hey, 626.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down.
And complete to Drake London.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Here's Rodgers to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Gomez. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. Rodgers now to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They throw it out right complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that will bring up 2nd down. Clock running, and the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency. Stanley. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And now look at him go. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Here we go. Here we go.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Stanley. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Wide open. Yellow.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Koo knocks this one through the post. And that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. And now an audible here into something else. Throwing on first down. Stanley checks this one down to Robinson.
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So he stopped for no gain. And that's going to bring up second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Second and 10.
97. 43 rail.
Back to throw. Stanley. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
If there's any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Yeah, not a great one there. Out of bounds in the air. And the offense is going to be set up already in enemy territory inside the 45.
Ready. Yellow.
On 1st down, Stanley. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Give him 32 on the play.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Hey, check mega.
Moore, the man in motion. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. Touchdown! Kyle Pitts, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play. Multiple
down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, LA. Cooper Kupp, 60 yards. And the Rams have answered back with a 3rd quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Yellow, 1. Ready?
Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 89 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
10 seconds.
Robinson with another carry. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Stanley. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Back to throw. Stanley got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Robinson is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
For the lead, here's third and goal. Here's a quick throw right side. Touchdown, Falcons. Rondale Moore, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons put together a fourth-quarter drive to take the lead. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the fourth quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the fourth quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 17-14. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Throwing is Rodgers. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, I feel like we're playing old school. We're around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now Rodgers, gotta have this one. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on second down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, and then you stop that clock. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Trouble, 38. Strike. Hustle. Ready.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go.
He's got his target. That's complete.
Touchdown! A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Falcons are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead.
They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here's 1st and 10.
Back to throw, Rodgers. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
To throw is Rodgers.
That's caught by Addison.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Rodgers to throw.
Looking underneath, he's got Akers.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at their 49-yard line.
Now Rodgers.
That's caught downfield by Addison.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 31-yard line. One final try now for Rodgers.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And, Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just